difficult task because of the steepness of the hills. So they have specially adapted machines that can basically navigate these very steep, I guess, inclines, but also it's possible that some of it is picked by hand as well. So we're starting to come close to where we're going to drop down onto the banks of the Rhine. We're just passing through a wee town, well, not that small actually. This place is called Bingen. It's home to about 27,000 people, so it's actually a fair old size when you think of it. Now the Romans did find their way into this part of the world. They used the Rhine as basically a natural border to their empire. So on this side it was all civilized and Roman, and on the other side it was all the barbarians. So there were a lot of Germanic tribes over on the other side of the river. They sometimes worked with the Romans, other times though they were a bit of a constant fighting force on the other side there. But the Romans liked natural borders, so the rivers and mountains were often the edges of their empire. The Romans went very far, all the way up sort of to the north of where we are on this side of the Rhine, into what is now France, and they went across into England. They also made it much more eastwards as well, using the course of the River Danube as another natural border. So their empire was vast and their influence was very strong, and one of the things that they left behind was the knowledge of viticulture, how to grow the grapes for producing wine. So after the Romans left, I guess the knowledge of how to keep the vines healthy and producing wine dropped away a little bit, but it was revived eventually and became quite a big deal in these parts. There was a time when the water was very dangerous to drink. It's actually safer to drink alcoholic drinks that had the water treated as such. So a lot of monasteries particularly would produce wine in this region. Some places beer was a more important drink, but here they realised they already had the beginnings of a very big industry. And really in the 19th century in particular, or probably a little bit earlier, maybe the 18th, the wine industry got a big boost here as well. So you can already see we're starting to see the castles that are such a common feature of this area as well. There'll be so many along the way you'll lose track of them. But the one that we're looking at across the way there on the right hand side is called